Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Zeals back again with another video. How are you guys doing? Before getting into today's video, I want to thank my newest Patreon fan member, Doombringer. Welcome aboard and thank you so much for supporting me and making my YouTube and Idol Heroes journey even possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First of all, boys, we got the VIP reward system revamped, so I snagged those right up. Overall, it's a step in the right direction to constantly update outdated rewards, and I hope they work on other rewards as well, like Brave Trials, hint hint. Second of all, we have some UI changes where Hero Replace, aka Hero Swap, is no longer in the event tab, but consolidated into the Convert UI. Now, some players may have been scared to press this button into thinking that it'll disintegrate your heroes, but fear not. When you hit the Convert button, you are directed into two different choices. Replace, as I mentioned earlier, is where you can swap your heroes for another hero. In case you have never used this function, boys, basically, you lose the original copies of the hero you are swapping out of for the hero you put in, as you see in this old clip of mine. Now, for a 10-star hero, it requires 5 same copies of the hero you want to swap and has to be in the same faction. 6 copies for E1, 7 for E2 and E3. Regression, on the other hand, pretty much melts down a hero, returning the hero copies. You get back these puppets, and people have done the math, and basically all you lose out on if you choose to use this is 3 5-star fodders. And of course, not all the resources are returned. 60% are returned back to your inventory or bag space, whatever you want to call it. Of course, you get your gear and the artifact that you had equipped back into your bags. No worries, problem solved. I believe that in most cases, let's say you are unfamiliar with the endgame meta and you E3'd a, let's say for example, a Faceless, and you want to use the replace function to switch to an E3 Valkyrie, that's a valid option. The reason Regression tab is there is in case you are second guessing yourself. Maybe you want the original copies of the heroes back in case that hero is useful later down the road. Now, one thing, I don't really recommend Regression for light or dark heroes because of how scarce the fodder is for light and dark heroes, for non-spenders to mid-spenders as well. While you do get them back in 9-star dummies or puppets, whatever you want to call them, and 10-star as well if you regress on E3 hero, you still will need to level up a new light or dark hero to 9-star. So from 5 to 6 to 7, you get the idea. Not everybody has tons of light and dark fodder waiting around. Even though you lose 3 5-star fodder, which doesn't seem like much, you don't get them back in 6 stars, so you have to build them back up to be able to use 9 and 10-star puppets. So once again, to wrap this part up, replace this to correct the mistake of making a fodder tier hero to E3, a simple band-aid fix. Regress is mostly for heroes you think may return in the meta, or you want to smelt it down to get the puppets to E3 other heroes, as Monkey did for his E3 Horus, which was a hero that unfortunately he himself never really used. So yeah, he smelted down and got the necessary 9-star puppets and 10-star puppets to E3 another hero to try to make another comp he wanted to, try out that day. I don't know what he's doing. It's his account, right? Anyways, do note that you need soul symbols to do any of the aforementioned. Overall, it's flexibility, but we must ask ourselves, why now and why so quick was this implemented into the game? Well, coincidentally, this is the second week the development team has announced delay on imminent enable system overhaul, and I feel that with the Regress system, the development team has a way to weasel out of angry whales who spent hundreds or thousands into building a specific lineup or heroes. Since with enable system change to come, those lineups or heroes may not be what the customers intentionally paid for. Basically a system to cover their asses. I gotta give it to them, it's pretty smart. It's a win-win pretty much for both of us. This way, they can tip the meta often without much backfire from customers. Not only is the enable system going to shift the meta, but the new arriving Dark Warrior and a future light hero to come very soon after the New Year's. Also, they hinted of guild tech updates in October and a Phoenix pet. Remember, they also said that they were going to promise some priest changes. I don't know if you guys got the drift, but you guys are seeing the pattern, right? So lots of talking, not enough action thus far, but hey, for now, let's just be patient and wait and see what happens. Let's see if they can deliver. But once again, Regress is there to cover their and our asses for the roller coaster ride to come. Hence why I didn't finish a tier list for PVE just yet. If you want to see that, leave a comment below and subscribe as well. Speaking of PVE, and to explain a bit about the background clips today, the monthly events have reset, so I'm doing some broken space once again on Suka's accounts, taking a test drive on his idle heroes Bentleys as well as monkeys before he did regress that E3 Horus. Damn it. This time around, I was able to achieve a new personal best on his Skereiest by reaching 3.3 billion, boys. Yes, you heard it right, the first time. Billion by using crit stone, all the Skereiest equipped with full mage armor, and the two with the exclusive skins are wielding anti-warrior artifact Nail of Destinies, which has proven to outdo Staff Punisher of Immortal. I know, pretty surprising. Heartwatcher is a must for 15-round PvE fights. Of course, there are times where Heartwatcher is going to be benched because you cannot sustain your team, whether it be because of too much damage or you don't have the healing, like Pray for Fire for instance, like you don't have a full E3 well-rounded, well-built PvE team, then yeah, you're going for burst. You're going for that 2-3 rounds, then yeah, Heartwatcher has to take a back seat. But like I said, in most cases, her mark is bread and butter in enhancing your team's damage. Done. Now, since in this lineup, Heartwatcher and Rosa are in 10-star states, I need a bell ring to keep them alive. She also provides 30% attack buff, which is huge, even stronger than bringing Vesa for the pollution aura. Yeah, the buff is random, but overall, it's still better. Rosa is a multifaceted utility hero here, reducing enemy attack by 15%. Don't underestimate his beard, guys. Enhancing teammates' attack by 20% and reducing armor of opponents with his basic attack by 20%. Now, it's not just slot 1 that he reduces, but it's all the enemies with one simple basic attack. Mathematically, you want to support the shit out of your multi-Skereiest as best as you can. Although by bringing Rosa, I lose a damage slot, the buffs, debuffs make up for him being slotted. Unless, of course, a 4th Skereiest just, popped out of nowhere. I also revisited the double Amuvor team, and I just wanted to break my old records, but I wanted to just try some Sigmunds and cruise out, but it didn't work out too well because they're in their 10-star state, and they require a lot of babying and healing. Anyways, the reason why Cruise and Sigmund, while they're great heroes, are kept at 10-star is because this account is focused on GVE, Good versus Evil Aura, which is 3 light heroes and 3 dark heroes. Alright boys, I'll be back tomorrow with the new events. Thank you so much for tuning in this far, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.
you I'm sorry, I don't mean to bother, but figured I gotta try. And you say you're busy, but I don't believe you, it's keeping me up at night. The way my emotions keep turning around, can keep it inside, no. Here we go, we go, we go, and let the roller coaster ride begin. Here we go, we go, we go. Already told you I won't let you in. Same old story of my life. You run, but I need you in my life. I've been told to take a hint, now I'm fine. Cause I wanna be loved by you, I wanna be loved by you,